Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas. The WBC and IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. showed the world that he's still got it after his 17 months away from the ring. On April 17th, Spence battered WBA champion Yordenis Ugas inside a packed AT&T Stadium in Texas, and is now just one step away to becoming the undisputed WBA welterweight champion with a 10th round stoppage win. Are you ready to learn more about this absolutely bloody fight? Or what's up next for the indomitable Spence? Keep watching to find out. Background. In a thrilling 10th round TKO, Spence didn't miss a beat to show Ugas who the real boss is. But that doesn't mean it was an easy victory for Spence. Errol the Truth Spence came back to the ring after 17 months after a near-fatal car accident that caused a retinal tear in his left eye and left him with multiple life-threatening injuries. However, Spence has never missed an opportunity to dominate the ring, and his fight with Ugas this Saturday night was no different. Both Spence and his trainer were really confident about the former's ability to square off successfully against Ugas. About his left eye, Spence told the Premier Boxing Champions Ray Flores that, quote, "We haven't even thought about it. I mean, it's not even an issue." Even Spence's trainer had this to say about Spence's odds in the ring, even with the eye injury he had suffered. According to Derek James, quote, "I think that you just see a different fight style. I mean, different strategy, the different game plan for a different fighter. And at the same time, that's all it is. I mean, it wasn't even about being different from the car accident. He's okay. He's good." So, trust me when I say that Spence poured all of that confidence into this match with Ugas and made a statement about his glorious homecoming, about his superior position in the welterweight division as he unified the title against a brave Ugas. Now, let's talk about the actual fight, as I'm sure you guys must be on the edge of your seats in anticipation. So, let's dive right into it. Fight review. From the moment Spence stepped into the ring, it seemed as if he was gonna unleash all hell on his opponent. I mean, he had been away from his natural setting for more than a year, so it's only fair that he got to vent some frustration, right? And boy, did Ugas receive that in tons! Anyway, Ugas did put up a good fight that left Spence wobbling around the ring in round 6. But, of course, Spence never went down, even after taking a flurry of shots that even knocked his mouthguard out. But in the end, Spence utterly dominated Ugas, and even caused Ugas' right eye to swell and shut completely. An eye for an eye situation, right? Hell, the fight had to be shut down at 1:44 of round 10 by the referee Lawrence Cole. Whew. So yeah, it was a bloody, brilliant fight, and was absolutely jam-packed with action. Round 1. The first round started with both men jabbing the body, followed by a southpaw Spence trying a combo. Nothing eventful happens for some time, before Spence starts looking for a body shot and becomes more active in his jabbing. Ugas counters the body shots nicely, while Spence goes for the body combo again. So the underdog Ugas kind of owned the feeling out opening round, and even landed a left hook as he patiently looked for openings. Result? 10-9, Ugas. Round 2. Spencer gets busier and lands a solid overhand left sometime later in the round. With well-connected left jabs to Ugas' body and head, the round is easily his. But wait, Ugas does manage to sneak in a right hand that catches Spence on the exit. Again. Ouch. Body shots are traded with quite some big leads coming from Ugas. Spence follows up his long combo with a mean left downstairs. A total clinch. The result? Spence, 19-19. Round 3. Finally, we see some heat in the third round. Spence and Ugas are throwing some pretty heavy shots to maim each other in the ring. In fact, Ugas actually lands 2 powerful right hands at Spence. Spence does pretty decently for himself and goes for an overhand left. This counter left is met by Ugas in a nice body shot. Yeah, the fight is just getting started, folks. An exchange of heavy looping lefts from Spence and an overhand right from Ugas are seen. A series of body shots from Spence are countered with left hooks from Ugas, and overall, it's good fighting from both fighters. The result? 10-9, 29-28 Spence. Round 4. We don't see a lot of clean punching in this round. Both Ugas and Spence are trying to outbox each other from range. Ugas is out-jabbed by Spence, but the former fights back with sharp right hands and hard digs at Spence's body. Spence seems to be really busy in this round, and it's only gonna ramp up. We see a flurry of short uppercuts land and quite a lot of high-low double lefts in the center ring as well. Ugas seems to be struggling now because of Spence's great bodywork and sheer activity. Ugas lands a tight hook while trading jabs, so perhaps that's some consolation for the fighter who's looking pretty beat up now. The result? 10-9 Spence. Now 38-38. Round 5. Alright, so now Spence is getting more aggressive in this round. He starts off with heavy body shots and backs up Ugas rather than continuing to box from a distance. Right after controlling the start of the round, Spence delivers a combo of punishing shots, including a pretty brutal right uppercut. And all the while, the guy maintains an incredibly good bodywork. Ugas seems to be wearing down as Spence chews him up forehead to forehead, but he tries to answer in kind with a right downstairs in return. During the final minute, Ugas does rally while Spence lands a massive body shot and uppercut. Result? 10-9. 48-47 Spence. Round 6. Wild round! Spence is hammered with Ugas' right hand, which sends his mouthpiece flying. Now this one must really have hurt Spence, and he does look worse for wear as he searches around for his mouthpiece. The referee hesitates to step in, and a distracted Spence is pummeled with 2 more punches, sending him flying into the ropes. Spence answers a hard uppercut with one of his own, and he's right back to chew Ugas up in the ring. Result? 10-9. 58-56 Spence. Round 7. The ring is getting bloodier as Spence jabs a hard left uppercut right into Ugas' right eye. Man, that's gotta hurt like hell. Spence keeps raiding on his punishment and chips away steadily at close range and delivers many heavy shots. Halfway through, it's clear that Ugas' eye is giving him trouble, but he still sneaks in a heavy combo that Spence rebutted. More close-range shots rip into Ugas until the bell rings. Result: 10-9. 68-65 Spence. Round 8. This is another successful round for Spence, while Ugas is down on his luck. Spence beats him up with uppercut and body shots, as well as a nasty left hook. Boy, is Spence trying to kill the other guy? Ugas' right eye is now completely swollen shut, and the ringside doctor comes in to examine Ugas after the referee stops the action. Good call. Anyway, the doctor gives the green light, and the fight continues, with Spence totally ripping into his prey once more. Result: 10-9 Spence. 77-75 Spence. Round 9. It's a demolition job now for Ugas, because Spence is now in full control of the fight. Ugas is brave and retaliates, but Spence is looking to grind him out of there for good. Obviously, Ugas can't even see properly with his swollen eye. Spence has no mercy as he lands full-power shots at Ugas. Ugas does fight back with a surprising hard right to Spence's body, but at this point, does it even matter? The bell rings, and off to the final round. Result: 10-9, 88-82 Spence. Round 10. Spence stalks Ugas around the ring and lands a painful right hook and heavy uppercut that really seems to hurt Ugas. The latter answers with an overhand right. Now, halfway through, the referee decides it's high time someone showed mercy to Ugas and pauses the fight to get his eye checked. At long last, they halted the fight despite Ugas' protests, who said he was fine. Yeah, dude, you're clearly not. So yeah, Spence has been crowned the winner as he wins the 10th round TKO and the WBA belt against Ugas. Anyway, Errol Spence really proved he's worth his salt, even after his eye injury, and shut down his haters who thought that his accident will somehow make him an inferior fighter. Well, that's not happening anytime soon. Spence has big plans indeed. Now, what's up next for Errol Spence? Well, if he has any say in the matter, then it's definitely a date against WBO champion Terence Crawford. Spence is pretty outspoken about announcing his plans about wanting Terence Crawford next in the ring with him. This is what the champion of welterweight had to say about his expected altercation with Crawford. Quote, "Everybody knows who I want next. I want Terence Crawford next. That's the fight I want. That's the fight everybody else wants. I've got these straps. I'm gonna take his shit too. Man down. It's strap season, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that belt. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more lit content like this. Till the next video, peace out.